he'd be doubled up in pain at her feet. It didn't improve his mood. Fuck this. He needed to sort this out, persuade her not to resign. He pushed himself from the bar and prowled toward her.
Hey.
He grasped the guy's shoulder.
Mind if I cut in?
It wasn't a question.
I do mind.
The jerk turned toward him.
Go find your own chick, asshole.
He increased his pressure on the guy's shoulder.
I don't want any trouble.
The guy glared at him for a second and then appeared to reconsider. He shrugged off his hand and turned to Ella.
Do you want a drink?
Sure. She favored the creep with a smile that promised a lot more than just another dance, and then watched him walk away before she turned to Alex. I thought you'd gone home, she said.
I'm your ride, remember?
Not in this lifetime. Huh. She pursed her multicolored painted lips. Her purple nose ring glittered under the light of the birdcage chandeliers. I think I can manage to get my own rides.
And that's the best you can do?
She laughed. He's Brock Wilkins, the football star. Why would I say no to that? He could think of a dozen reasons. The guy was a jerk on and off the field. He also happened to be related to the bride. You'll just be a notch on his bedpost. That comment would go down well, considering what she thought of his sex life. Walk away while I still can. Except he couldn't. He needed to talk to her. Yeah, because talking business at Jay's wedding makes complete sense. Ella had a crazy sense of humor. Maybe her resignation was one of her insane practical jokes.
I don't want to discuss Wilkins.
What do you want to discuss, then?
You ran off before I could talk to you yesterday.
And she hadn't answered her cell when he tried to contact her. All she'd done was leave him a text last night, letting him know he didn't need to pick her up today. I didn't run off. There was an edge in her voice. I was late leaving work, not that you'd ever notice. Was she pissed that she often worked late? Was that what this was all about?
Of course I notice. I'm sorry if you haven't felt like I appreciate everything you do. I know it's been crazy busy the last couple of months, taking on new guys.
That's not what I mean. I don't mind the mad hours. Well, I thought it'd be better if I wasn't around. That's all.
Look, if it's about that raise we talked about in the summer...
Of course it's not about the raise.
We said we'd renegotiate in the fall.
She knew better than anyone the state of their finances. Back in the summer, she'd been the one to tell him they'd look at her salary scale in the fall. And it was only the end of October. It wasn't like he'd forgotten about it. It's got nothing to do with money. I need to move on, Alex. That's all. There was something she wasn't telling him. Had to be. Maybe her mom's constant demands had forced her to take a job with reduced hours. Why hadn't she told him? They could work around that.
Is there a problem I should know about? Is your mom okay?
Of course she's okay. This decision's got nothing to do with her. Well, hell. He was still racking his brains for a possible reason when Wilkins swaggered over.
Here, sweet cheeks,
he said, offering her a massive red cocktail with orange slices.
Sex on the beach, as requested.
In your dreams, asshole. She glanced at the drink as though she didn't know what to do with it. Thanks. She didn't sound that keen to pick up from where Alex had interrupted the two of them. She didn't take the drink, either.
Do yourself a favor.
He didn't raise his voice, but he still managed to wipe the leer from Wilkins' face.
Move on.
Wilkins looked at her. She shrugged. Sorry, Alex is an old friend. I promised him a dance. Catch you later? Wilkins grunted something unintelligible and left them to it. Alex is an old friend. Her careless remark hammered through his mind. Sure, he knew that's all he was to her. Her teen crush on him had died the night she'd kissed him. She looked on him as an older brother, the same way.